Remembrance Day, November the 11th, a day to remember the end of the war to end all wars. The armistice was agreed for the 11th hour of the 11th month. It didn't end all wars, and yet we admire the courage and the commitment and the self-sacrifice and the decency of those who volunteered their service. In Australia, this was significant. 39% of suitably aged males, 416,000 in all, went off to war. And of those, 64% were casualties, including 60,000 dead. Why was this courage and self-sacrifice met by such huge casualty rates? Often it was because of poor decision-making and poor leadership. And yet the pawns died. No better example than at the Battle of the Neck on Gallipoli, with trenches 20 to 60 metres apart and no ground in between, just a bare area to run across. The first wave of 150 men left the trenches and were cut down in 30 seconds by machine gun fire. The second wave went 2 minutes later to suffer exactly the same fate. No wonder the casualties were so high. Would we do it now? I don't know. But are we prepared to sacrifice ourselves? That's our question. Because ultimately, the psychology of the nation is the psychology of each individual contributing to it. And so we are responsible for what our nation does, and we're responsible for what we do. As Jung said, our psychology is the national psychology. All these things come together. And as Frankl reminded us at the Holocaust Memorial in Vienna, we are part of a decent group or not.
Meine Damen und Herren, der Nationalsozialismus hat den Rassenwahn aufgebracht. Aber wenn ich Ihnen verraten darf, wie ich darüber denke, dann lautet meine Antwort so. Es gibt eigentlich nur 2 Menschenrassen. Und das ist die Rasse der anständigen Menschen und die Rasse der unanständigen Menschen. Und die Rassentrennung geht quer hindurch durch alle Nationen. Und innerhalb jeder Nation quer hindurch durch alle Parteien und alle Gruppierungen sonstiger Art. Gefahr droht ja nur anderswo. Die anständigen Menschen sind in der Minorität. Die anständigen Menschen waren immer eine Minorität und werden, glaube ich, auch immer eine bleiben. Aber die Gefahr liegt ja anderswo. Die Gefahr liegt dort, wo ein Regime, wo ein politisches System die unanständigen Kerle an die Oberfläche schwemmt und mit anderen Worten dafür sorgt, dass die negative Auslese einer Nation ans Ruder kommt. Das ist die eigentliche Gefahr. Aber davor, meine Damen und Herren, ist von vornherein keine einzige Nation gefeit. Und in diesem Sinne wage ich die Behauptung, dass grundsätzlich jede Nation holocaustfähig ist.
Every nation is capable of another Holocaust. The war to end all wars, as we now know, didn't. In fact, you could argue it sowed the seeds for wars in Europe, certainly for the seeds of war that is currently going on in the Middle East, and you could argue wars in Asia and Africa. And so it really is a challenge for us on this Remembrance Day to say, do we exercise our conscience? Do we really contribute to the well-being of the nation? Are we making sure that the Holocaust can never happen again? Thank you for listening.